his damage spells usually to threaten the anti-mage, because every time aim hits him, you burn his mana, so the Timber has
making
to
the lane against Timbersaw easier, right? Doesn't have it queued up for now.
Yep, not yet. You would think he'd want to get that super fast, but see if he changes his mind. Probably just dependent on how the lane goes. So far, not too shabby. As Y is going to be taken out by XXS already. Has nothing to say. He gets stuck inside the cogs again. The ult was canceled instantly. Jin Q. They get some help from XM with the Diabolic Edict doing a lot of work. There's nothing to say. Trying to get something out of this, but Jin Q does fall to planet, but it's going to be at the cost of 2 members of Tidebound as XM very
a lot of the time TA is content to just trade farm. I don't know if this is the game for that. You have to get some value out of it. Okay, this could be a nice counterplay if NTS could get there.
Yep, the trap is going to slow, but Xnova is on the high ground. Going to get pulverized. By nothing to say. The XM does get taken out finally. A huge killing streak put to an end as Tidebound trying to get some more out of it. Jin Q, the cover of the trees.
If Tidebound don't get anything done here, they're just losing by the minute, right? So AM farming.
Oh, they spot this out. Tormentor actually sniped out. And oh my god, the damage from XM. He's going to be able to kill 2 heroes before they can even react. As nothing to say, jumps into death as well. 3 down in the blink of an eye. Faith Beyond looks to be next. They get the Tormentor, but at what cost?
That's honestly... That is crazy to go for the Tormentor there. Both teams know that they see each other, and yeah, you're going to kill it. You have the burst damage. I feel like it's a little bit more extreme favorite at this level.
Going to find Xnova. That's going to be an easy one. Oh, I say that, but the hookshot actually cancels the pulverize. Now nothing to say, coming there taking a ton of damage. Ame comes in as well, doing huge amounts of damage with the Mana Void. That is going to be 1 dead already. Make it 2 for Tidebound as the rest try to exit. You can see Planet going to get cleaned up. And Innocence as well on the run, but only so far you can run against these heroes. As Ame coming up to finish the job. So 4 for 1 for Extreme.
But they have a next wave coming that Tidebound are not cutting, so Ame can continue here. Almost as Shiva's completed as well for XXS.
And this looks to be, are they just going to give up this lane? I guess they kind of have to.
The problem is if you're giving up this, they're just going to the next one.
Yeah, so, which would be top in this case.
So if you do forfeit a lane in order to fight for the next one, it needs to be because you have some sort of timing coming up, and that is Shiro's BKB.
Gonna head to the secret shop.
It's a Lotus now, too. Everyone on their side is so
about
rich.
To pop. There we go. Faith Beyond jumps right in. Xnova's going to die right off the bat. Global Silence comes out as well. As the Lesh pops the BKB, finds a little bit of separation. Now they're waiting out that Global Silence. Now they can go back in if they want. The BKBs have already been expended, though, from both sides as Ame cleans up Planet very easily. And now Tidebound looking to potentially retreat, but XXS not going to let that happen. Innocence gets destroyed, and now nothing to say in Shiro on full retreat mode. Ame with the Lincolns applied, gets the bash, going for nothing to say. Getting slowed to a crawl now. Mana Void doing next to nothing, but it might be enough. It's going to be really close. Ame getting super low. Blinks very shortly, trying to 1v1 versus Shiro now, as XM is there to help as well. Shiro's BKB about to run out, but he gets bashed now as Ame finishes the job again. And Ame, he's going to get pulverized. Not taking too much damage, though. Can turn this around onto Y again. That's a dieback for him. As nothing to say in Planet. Trying to defend with all their hearts, but only so much you can do against Ame and company. Planet drops again. As that is 3 dead for Tidebound without buyback.
And that is why he buys Satanic. He was down to 10%. Turns around on the TA. Wails away at her and heals to full. And a great game 1 from Extreme Gaming. Really impressive stuff.
Really impressive.
It's one thing to win in 36 minutes.
Overall, I like what they have going for them. I think they have a very solid,
we played
stable
wings.
ground.
I don't know. I don't remember why they wanted to even play us. We were terrible before that tournament. Let's see a glimpse onto Jin Q. Jin Q is going to take heavy damage. Gets a nice shackle, though, onto Shiro. Looks like Jin Q is going to fall one way or the other. First blood to Shiro. Question is, will it cost him his life? It's off the melt.
Decay is not enough. Yeah.
Fair enough. I can.
I was trying to dig deep enough for something really banal, and it just wasn't interesting enough.
Yeah. Ame is super dead. Goes down to Planet, and that cold feed's going to take a beating from this briefcase of Xnova. Under the tower he goes. He gets the kill, but is it going to cost him his life?
Double edge might be enough here with the tower shot, and Bach.
They have the move speed. Hook stop
oh.
heads into the double edge, so end up netting themselves 2 kills for the Tidebound side.
Trying to remember. It's definitely an item that is a little bit
Why?
limited.
Spotted by Jin-Q, Serpent Ward placed, and Shaq comes out onto the Centaur instead, but the Stampede already used. There's a Disruptor ult to help finish the job here on the Rasta. Death number, ooh, he actually gets away, Jin-Q, and now XXS showing up to the party, XM as well, but the pipe is going to make this a lot more difficult for Extreme to get through. Earth Splitter comes out. AA Blast is going to be able to finish Jin-Q, though, but it's going to be a trade of Bach, so 1 for 1 to start this fight. XM, basically out of mana, will have to jaunt away.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, he's 300 away from BKB, so that is the next power spike for him.
Oh, Shiro. Look out.
Yep, Jin-Q opening it up with the Blink Dagger Hex. Earth Splitter's coming for him as well. He gets forced up to the other side. Why evaporates, though, as Bach gets a knife host up on several heroes. It looks like Shiro will survive. Bach, in the meantime, looks like that will not be the case for him. 2 dead for Tidebound, and now they find a Pango inside the coil. Triple kill for XXS. They save Shiro, but it cost them 3. Well, this is the second Rosh of the game. A lot of times that decides the game.
That smoke break into instant disengage on Puck shows that he thinks if my smoke breaks here, they're all ready.
Smoke pops again. Wise going to get clipped by the Shivas. He's going to be the first to get evaporated by Ame. Bach has to use the Stampede to get away. Is that even enough to go for the Rosh? I mean, God's Strength is pops, so you kind of have to try.
We've got Ice Blast, Pango Roll to stall with, potential traps.
Yeah,
if they
place
don't
the
get...
Serpent Ward, they are committing to this.
This is
There's the Ice
spicy.
Blast. Yep, that's going to be a juicy one. Rosh is at half HP. XM, he's going to get the coil off. He'll be able to take out the AA, but nothing to say is here. Pops the BKB from XM.
tower is under
So it doesn't get the kill he wanted, but does survive. And now Rosh extremely low as Bach comes in with the hoof stomp, gets the double edge. He takes the Aegis and the Roshan. He might be costing his life, though, as XX. That's going to be the first to fall in the pit, and Bach will survive for now. And now the action is Ame to the south, trying to right-click. The TA will be able to claim his prize. That's nothing to say. Gets the roll up at the last moment. Faith Beyond back with his second life now. Nothing to say. Still able to go. Wow. He actually gets destroyed by XM. I thought he'd be able to get that kill firsthand, but not the case. So in the end, 2 for 2 with the Aegis and Rosh going the way of Smoke from the west. Bach, they open it up on him, pops an instant BKB with the Stampede, trying to turn this around at XXS, but he already has the Flesh Golem. Super tanky indeed. Nothing to say. Good CC onto a couple of heroes. Tombstone placed on an ally, though. The grab ally is successful. Ame. BKB's running out. So they go to the north. The AA's already lost his life, though. Now the chase is on. Jin-Q looking for an opening. Nothing to say. Again, Rolling Thunder number 2. There's the Flesh Golem with the BKB. Pops the refresher as well as Ame gets deleted inside. Can they do anything more? XXS super low on HP, but they destroy Shiro. Jin-Q follows suit. There's nothing to say. Trying to get more, but another grab ally on self. Nothing to say. Gets a shield crash off. Goes for XXS again. Goes back inside the tombstone. Again, he lives. 3 dead on each side as XM continuing his rampage. Trying to go for Bach. Dodges the hoof stomp. Kill for XXS inside the tombstone. So tier 2 down. Still 30 seconds on the Aegis. They're going to try to poke here. Serpent Ward placed. XM actually uses... Oh, there's the cart! Workhorse on the TA. They snap the coil as a result as XM is in a lot of trouble. That's going to be life number 1. XXS pops the refresher. Flesh Golem at the ready. Static Storm placed right on top of the tombstone. Not doing too much. BKB's already been used from Ame and company. He's trying to find a target, though. There's nothing to say. He's going to get a nice CC proc onto the Sven, but the grab ally... No! He does end up dropping. Is now the Shackle. Full duration onto TA. Gets destroyed by Jin-Q. Serpent Ward still fighting, by the way. So 2 for 1 so far is nothing to say. Trying to bring this Serpent Ward's life to an end.
Undying is back, though.
Yes, he is. Now we have some damage. There's the cart. This time onto AA to help him survive.
Big moment here. Extreme going for a smoke wraparound. Will they get a ward down? Y breaks it.
Static Storm starts things out. The Puck is taking tons of damage. The Mailbash is there. He's dead right off the bat. XM does have the buyback, though. Cart number 1 onto the TA. XXS taking the most damage as a result of that. A Blast flies in, just clipping Ame. He's trying to stick to a target, trying to run away now. can't do much damage. He can't do anything. He just gets destroyed instead. XXX still standing his ground, but 3 buybacks from Extreme. 4th at the ready as well. 2 tombstones placed, as still the cart being used for Shiro to take out these tombstones in turn. Shin-Q pops out of the tombstone, didn't even realize he was there, and now Shiro will drop as a result. 3 buybacks for Tidebound. And Extreme trying to get out, but the Echo Stomp is there to finish off Nothing to Say. As XM, very low on HP, will walk away.
Not flatlined.
Yeah, maybe.
The graph is dead. This is a big jump.
XXS gets off the BKB, gets off the Flesh Column. He's almost dead though. Has to use the Tombstone, but dies. Comes back to life instantly as XM coming to the BKBs, already have HP. Beyond this, does proc to get the shackle onto the TA. Ame just pounding into him. Can they get this Divine Rapier? The cart comes out in the last moment to save the TA. Can they do the damage needed to take out Ame instead? Indeed they can. No! The grab ally saves him again! Again and again this Tombstone is used as Shiro left all alone. Divine Rapier drops to the deck, but Ame dies right next to him. Nothing to Say right outside the Divine Rapier, completely ignoring it, fighting against an enormous zombie man, but he will drop in the end. 4 dead for Tidebound as XXS not sure what to do.
Even finding Disruptor is big. He's trying to get the tier 5s, just barely gets away with the blink there. Good read. Oh, Shiro.
Oh, we have a fight. The cart is used. Ame trying to follow the cart. It looks like Planet and Y just get deleted instantly. BKB pop from XXS, has the Flesh Golem at the ready as well. There's the Shackle with the BKB from Jin-Q. Shiro's still inside this cart, but the Serpent Wards are doing so much damage to the buildings right now. The Ancient is fully exposed. They have to deal with this instantly, but still so many heroes alive for Extreme. Ancient already at half HP, and now XM can come in for the finishing blow with that Divine Rapier. All the damage at the ready. XM just focusing the throne, and that's going to be it. Game over. Extreme goes down to TI. Tidebound 3-1, still very, very powerful in this Swiss format.
Yeah, I mean, when you consider this series in its entirety, Tidebound is going to be